Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Port Mythica. This will probably be the final episode for a while now, because my computer is not enjoying handling the amount of stuff that I've got in this save. So it might be for a few months that I won't upload anything Port Mythica related. There will still be other Planet Coaster 2 stuff going on, because it's not just Planet Coaster 2 they can't run, it's literally just Port Mythica. But yeah, so this will probably be the final episode for a while. And if you're seeing this, there should already be another video up. It will be the POV of Poseidon's Plunge, the B&M dive coaster in this area. But if you haven't watched that yet, the POV is also at the end of this video, so you don't need to watch the other video. I mean, it'd be great if you did, because more views, you know, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So basically, what I did in this episode is I started off, as you probably just saw whilst I was yabbering at you, built a ride photo booth just off the entrance, and I also got a comment which is completely correct, saying that the ride car and didn't really look like Poseidon, it just sort of looked like Zeus because of the lightning bolt. So I just changed that up quickly, put some more waves on there and random stuff, and actually put the name of the coaster on there, so that definitely made it a bit better. I also got another comment saying make your own statues, which is fair enough. I am just lazy, but there you go, I just did it, you're welcome. I also added some fountains to this. It's sort of like a trigger, so that it's pointing up at the coaster, and when the triggers go, it squirts out water, and people will be like, oh my god, there's water, let's look at it, and then they'll see it, and they'll be pointing, and they'll be like, oh my god, the coaster's gonna go, and then they'll be like, I want to ride that looks so fun, you know. So yeah, I just sort of messed around with that for a while, which is cool. I do really like the new trigger sequencing tool, but yeah, there are definitely some bugs that need ironing out of that, which is to be expected to be. I mean, it's not really to be expected. Should definitely have worked on actually finishing the game before they released it, but that doesn't matter too much to me right now. I'm sure it definitely matters to some other people, but I can deal with it. I'm not going to be using it that much. But yeah, after I did that, went on to build a sort of like a food hall area. I tried to make it like a shopping mall, but ancient Greek. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. I just sort of built a big building using Greek bits, because that's what I've been doing most of this time, to be honest. And I just sort of tried to make it look a bit like a ancient Greek market. So I guess it sort of worked. It might work, I don't know. Feel free to leave what you think about it, see if you like it in the comments. So I don't know if this is happening for you right now. I don't know whether it'll happen when I upload it, but the editing software right now is absolutely not enjoying it. I don't know why, but it's stuttering constantly, so I can't really tell what's going on. All I can see is, oh, I'm placing some torches now and stuff, some lights, because it can't be dark. Placing down some stools. I don't know what stools I placed down, I can't remember. And then I turned some crates upside down to make them look like sort of like stands, which I thought was quite cool. But you know, whatever. And then I added some drapes around the back to stop people from climbing out, because we don't want anyone escaping our park, because once you're in here forever, you're not leaving. Apart from the fact that we're holding our guests captive, I think we're holding them captive in a very brilliant area. So yeah, I just sort of decided also that the actual area, the big plaza area, was sort of looking really plain. I added some benches, and I was like, this needs some greenery. So I added a nice little funky shaped planter and put some bushes in it and stuff, because why not? And then connected it up to the main path, and messed around with the fences for ages and whatnot. So yeah, and then I went to add in the sign for the area, which is called the Land of the Sea, as you will see in a minute. And so yeah, to build this, I basically just used some pillars and a broken, I think it was mantle bit, because I thought I wanted it to look a bit derelict, like it had been washed out from the sea. So yeah, and now we're building our first flat ride, and obviously it had to be something water themed because it's the Land of the Sea, it's got to be water. So I decided to go with this new ride. Actually, it's the plunge one or whatever, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, so a simple cattle pen queue for this one again. Took me ages to get right. Some of it just wouldn't. Again, which is quite annoying, but I managed to get most of it to work and to look vaguely good. But yeah, it's the best we can do right now. I can't really complain. Well, I can, but it's not going to do anything, so there's no point in me getting annoyed about it. But yeah, I think I managed to get most of it vaguely cattle pen. And then yeah, I decided to put this on like a platform in the water and make it some sort of like sea temple that had been torn apart by a monster in the sea. So I just sort of built like a platform for this to sit on that also covered the queue path a bit, which I wouldn't expect I had to do in this game when it first came out, but I decided I would, because that texture on the path, the like weird logo is just, I don't know why it's there. It's quite annoying, to be honest. But then yeah, I built some walls around the queue path, because I was like, abandoned sort of temple building thing, so I was like, it's got to have walls. So yeah, I just sort of traced out a line and then put some wreckages on top, some old ruined pieces of the wall, which I thought added quite a nice touch. It got quite repetitive, using a lot of the same piece again and again, but I think if you don't look at it closely, I don't think you can really notice. So yeah, I was quite happy with how that turned out. Just scattered some more stuff around there as well, and yeah, I think that's all I did. Oh yeah, I added a couple of statues, and then I think I changed the colour of the ride. Oh no, I decorated it first. Okay, that makes sense actually. I added some, why have I stopped? There we go. I added some like tall columns to it, because I didn't want that scaffolding there, so I just added some nice columns, which I thought, you know, it's mythology, gotta have the big columns. It's basically what Greece is about. I mean, you know, it's basically all ancient Greece was. No, but anyway, and now we move on to the name, which I thought was Leviathan, because obviously big wreckage, you know, Leviathan came up and went blah, 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 and then destroyed it all and stuff. So yeah, that's what I called it. And then added a actual entrance sign for it, because I didn't just want it to have a big sign Leviathan and then try and walk up the exit. That'd be stupid. Obviously I know they won't in the game, but realism, I guess. So yeah, added a sign. What am I doing there? Oh, moving some random bits around, because of course. I then looked at the ride sequence and I was like, that's quite a short ride sequence, so I added a couple more things in there. And then I think I went around and decorated, placed a load more scenery everywhere, bushes, trees and whatnot, because I thought it was looking a bit bare around there. I then decided that the guests actually needed to exist, so I added some buses. Well, eventually I think I only added one bus, because I couldn't get the others to fit very well where I wanted them to. Oh no, I added two. Oh no, I got rid of that one. One. So yeah, I then just covered the grassy areas in rockwork, because I don't like the grass and I prefer rocks. So yeah, and then I added some floating debris in the water and decided that this area here was looking really plain. I was originally gonna add a big monster thing. I can't remember what they were called. Yeah, but I didn't. I just added a little like jetty thing, like an outlook, as like what could have been there from when they were docking. And there's still stuff there now. I'm not trying to go too in depth with stories for particularly flat rides, not even really with coasters, to be honest. If I'm going to do any stories, it will be in Big Dark Ride. But that is it, so I will now leave you with some cinematics and a POV of the coaster. Goodbye.